Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Here is your new stimulus check update, news report, and stimulus package update for Saturday, March the 6th. I want to share the status of the third stimulus check and how Republicans are reacting to the Senate's passage of the $1.9 trillion stimulus relief bill. Please make sure to watch until the end of this video to learn why President Joe Biden can only pass $1,400 stimulus checks for Americans. But before this video starts, the winner of this week's $50 Amazon gift card giveaway is Patty Baker. Congratulations, Miss Baker. I will also be giving away another $50 Amazon gift card next Friday evening. To enter the giveaway, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel, like this video, and comment below.
More than 400 mayors are imploring Congress to approve $350 billion in aid as part of the president's COVID relief plan.
Much like a city after it had been hit by a flood, well, we've been hit by a pandemic that not only creates health problems, but it also guts our economy, the economy of our homes and our small businesses. So we need those dollars to be able to actually move out of this pandemic and to have to get past these economic and social negative impacts that are happening.
For cities like Miami, we actually didn't get a lot of the money from the First CARES Act. So our residents got a fraction of the help that they needed.
That has meant, freezing the hiring of lots of positions, especially in police and fire, because that's basically 2/3 of our budget.
Certainly, we do not want to lay off police officers and firefighters, and that's one of the reasons that I do support this relief plan by the Biden administration.
The idea that there are places that haven't experienced an economic downturn and therefore an impact on their city services, that place doesn't exist.
It has overwhelming support with the American public. A majority of Republicans, 60%, support the relief.
Mr. President, I rise in support of the technical amendment and very strong support of the overall bill, the American Rescue Plan. Let's be clear. This bill that we are completing now is the most significant piece of legislation to benefit working people in the modern history of this country. And not only are we going to go forward to crush this pandemic, to rebuild our economy and to get our kids back to school safely, we're going to do something even more important. We're going to help restore faith in the United States government among the people of our country. The people are hurting, and today we respond.
Alrighty, everyone. So the Democratic-controlled the Senate finally overcame all obstacles and passed President Joe Biden's $1.9 trillion economic relief package that would provide millions of Americans with $1,400 stimulus checks, billions of dollars for vaccine distribution, and funds to help reopen schools and colleges. The debate in the Senate lasted beyond 24 hours. Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell told reporters that the Senate has never spent $2 trillion in a more haphazard way or through a less rigorous process. We could have worked together, Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell said from the Senate floor before the vote. Our Democratic colleagues made a decision that their top priority wasn't pandemic relief. It was a Washington wish list. Many Republican lawmakers are very upset with the Senate's package of the relief package. Members of the GOP party have denounced the measure as bloated legislation that disproportionately benefits blue states and large cities with assistance that has nothing to do with the pandemic. But the stimulus relief bill has been President Biden's chief legislative priority as he begins his presidency. He stressed that the aid is sorely needed for Americans battling the economic impacts of a pandemic and has pushed for Congress to pass the bill quickly. However, Democrats did not get everything they wanted in the stimulus relief bill. The passed bill does not include a $15 federal minimum wage that Progressive had sought. Also, weekly unemployment benefits were decreased from $400 to $300. But at least the bill does include the $350 billion for states and localities, provides economic assistance to renters, and child tax credit expansion. Just last week, the Democratic-controlled House approved its version of the bill. But now, the House of Representatives must pass the bill one last time before Joe Biden can sign it because of the changes the Senate made. During the House's first vote on the economic relief bill, 2 Democrats from the party's conservative wing that had voted against bill, Progressives had united around the bill at one time, but some have already stated that they do not fully support the revised bill. Democratic Representative Bonnie Watson Coleman said she was wondering whether she could still support the bill with the Senate's changes. And in a Twitter post, Representative Bonnie Watson Coleman said, "What are we doing here? I'm frankly disgusted with some of my colleagues and question whether I can support this bill." However, Democrats must act very fast. They want the stimulus bill to become law by March 14th, which is only a few days away. March 14th is when a federal boost to unemployment benefits expires. House Democrats have signaled they could vote soon after the Senate's finished with the bill. And House Majority Leader Steny Hoyer said the House of Representatives would likely vote on the bill on Monday. The bill's partisan vote is different from other stimulus plans passed since the pandemic took hold a year ago. 5 other packages passed with support from both parties last year, when control of the Congress was split between the two parties. On Friday, Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer acknowledged the lack of Republican support. "It would be so much better if we could, in a bipartisan way. Republican lawmakers have repeatedly objected to the size of the legislation and derided it as full of provisions not related to the relief, but they ultimately did not have the votes to block the legislation." Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell criticized the bill, calling it an ideological spending spree with non-related illness policies. Other Republicans questioned the need for more aid as vaccines rolled out and the economy showed signs of improvement. Senator Lindsey Graham of South Carolina said, "Things are looking better." Senator Lindsey Graham of South Carolina said things are looking better. Senator Graham argued that the $350 billion in state and local funding would go to the blue states because of the funding formula used in the latest round of relief. All right, everyone, that is the end of the video this evening. I hope you found this video helpful. Please make sure to enter the $50 Amazon gift card giveaway by subscribing to my channel, liking this video, and commenting below.
This and more with Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell. Senator, welcome back to Special Report.
Hey, Brett.
I want to start with the COVID relief bill. This was President Biden this afternoon about that bill. Take a listen.
Critics say the plan is too big, that it costs too much. But let me ask a rhetorical question. What would you have me cut? What would you have me cut out?
What would you have him cut, Senator?
That's a good question. First of all, the minimum wage doesn't belong in there. The Congressional Budget Office says it would cost 1.4 million jobs we'd lose. Second, $350 billion for bailouts to poorly run states, clearly not necessary. With regard to the school funding that they added, by the way, the school funding that we've already provided is not yet spent out in a bill we passed just a couple of months ago. But of the school funding that they